Tuned in to www.oghuskyradio.com. Broadcasting live from the east side of Los Angeles, worldwide. Original defenders of hip-hop. Infinite elements, there's more than just four. Look them up. With that, though, I ain't going to sit here and be like, I'm defending hip-hop behind a fucking microphone. Top Rank ain't defending hip-hop, cutting up records. The true motherfucking defenders that are keeping this art alive are cats like this dude. And welcome back home, dog. Shit, you always know you're welcome here, dog. Go ahead and introduce yourself for those that don't know, man.
Yo, this is Fuct, F-U-C-T. If you didn't know already, it's in your face every time you wake up and drive down Broadway. I'm from the crew A-L-O-T-R, D30, NCT, 3AK, Acidboys. We in the building. You know?
What was the first crew you got into, man?
First crew was NCT.
NCT?
That was the first major crew that we just started going wild and shit.
And you're an East Side kid too, right?
Yeah.
You're from around the corner and shit, right?
Yup, right there on Esperanza and Garnett.
Yeah. So growing up in the East Side, man, who are some of the cats? You know what I'm saying? East Side cats, or if not, just cats you've seen up, you kind of inspired, or where did that come from? You know what I mean? Just break it down and shit.
Yeah. Well, early 90s.
Hold the mic up.
Early 90s is like, you had the television kind of just talking for you, or giving you a vision of what was going on in the streets with Fuct Undercover and all that. And then you had your mom and dad telling you who the fuck Chaco was and shit, because Chaco was just like the dude doing it. So it kind of opened the mind, and then you see it actually on TV, and it gives you a whole different view. And then you're just like, as a kid, it's like you soak up everything like a sponge. And that's just kind of how it was for me. I just saw everything. It soaked up in me, and that was my vision. Like, I had so much going on at home that it seemed like that was the actual answer. Like, that's what I wanted, because I also had influences around me as far as other youngster friends that had brothers, and they were tagging, and they were catching tags and books. So it was you go and you kick it for 10 minutes, you see them doing their thing, and you're like, oh shit, that's a letter. And then it just starts forming in place. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, okay, I got my letter, I got my name, I got my first block letter down. I think I got this, you know what I mean? And it goes from there.
Where's the name Fuct? Where does that come from? What does that mean, man?
Fuct is a name that I kind of picked up because the way things were going in my life as a kid, I didn't have much. It was just always kind of if and ends, and throwing here, throwing there to my aunts, my uncles, grandmas, back and forth. But home was always back in Boyle Heights, and my mom and dad weren't around too much. So at the time, it was just that was my way out, and I felt like life was fucked, because it was punk rock fools and hip hop fools and everybody graffiti writers all together, and it was punk and everything together, and I just felt Fucked was my name because of the way I was going.
Word up. What's getting tuned to OGHuskyRadio.com. Instagram at Fuct. That's FUCTE _the_.
That's
world.
Without the E now. Without the E.
Without the E?
Yeah, without the E.
Oh, without the E now. Why, man? What happened, man?
It's because that's how I am. I like to change things up. I guess that when you do too much, you kind of want to change something. So it's it came from me writing Fuct to Fuckter to just realizing one night I just wanted to leave the E.
So what is it now?
Now it's F-U-C-T. This year it's going to be all F-U-C-T, but I did spell my name with the E the other day, and I was like, damn it, I was trying to get a run going with just the T, and somehow I brought up the fucking E again. But hey, it's banging now, so either way, I'm going to spell it any way I want, and you're going to know who that person is. And that's my point. It's the style and what I put out there, you're going to know no matter what. You see the first letter, it's me,
Let's get into this, though, man. Do you see GRAFF as a career? What do you see it as for yourself? Lifestyle, career? What is it?
At first it was just a thing, and now with the way things are going, you're getting older, you start seeing a bigger picture of things, and it's becoming it could become a career to you as long as you want it the most. If you don't want that, then get the fuck out the way.
What do you want, though? Do you want the career? Do you see yourself going legit in the sense of art galleries?
I see myself exactly this is going to be the rest of me for the rest of my life. This mask is going to be on, but I'm going to be giving back as far as I'm going to give you what I feel this is my time to shine, and I'm going to give back to the community and the people of what they want in the city as far as with what I do.
Me being the devil's advocate that I am, how the fuck vandalizing with rollers and fucking two-story bombs, how is that giving back, or what is being achieved in what you're doing?
I mean, giving back as far as this, there's your ferries, there's your skis, and there's your washes, and you know who those three people are. So there's your skis, you know what I mean? There's them, and then there's me, you know? So I'm going to give back to the community, my community, which is Los Angeles, and my goal is, like, I feel I've been around, flying around, painting places and stuff like that, but I haven't gave my city everything that I felt like, you know what I mean, it's completed, you know? And instead of flying everywhere and trying to king the whole United States, I feel I need to king my city first before I go anywhere else and king it and do what I got to do, because this is where it's at, you know?
Would you say you're pretty much raising the bar, you know what I mean, for Los Angeles of what it is? And obviously you have done that, or you've been achieving that for anyone fucking living or fucking
and that just
see.
happened, but I'm glad I'm raising the bar. I'm glad I'm doing something. I'm glad I'm actually, like, getting able to speak through my art, and people see what I'm doing out there. It speaks for itself. So now people are like, oh, this is what I wanted to do. You know what I mean? It's like, you should have already been doing that, you know? So it's like, that's my whole.
Where did that change come from, though? What is that just fucking responsibilities, getting older? I mean, what the fuck is that?
It's getting older. One is getting older, and one is that, you know what I mean, I figured it out what I wanted. It's been so long. I've been just doing it and going out there. And right now, with seeing what's going on and with the youth, how they're painting, they don't get back the respect that we deserve. And I'm only creating a better path for them. I don't want to fight nobody. I don't want to keep beating people up. I don't want to keep going out there and just talking shit. I feel I want to give back and create a better path for our youth so that they could do what I'm doing, you know, in a better way than whatever we're doing right now. Right now, what we're doing is just throwing it all away. Everybody, you can't see a spot running without 5 fools already on top of you, 2 on the side, and someone tagged in the middle of it. There's no actual respect for it to keep. You know, it's like there's no spots. There's no spots.
So then, who fucked that up? Who's responsible for that? Like, you know what I mean? In your eyes, I'm not fucking, you know what I mean, putting all social commentary on you, but I have you in front of me.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's an issue. I mean, fucking.
Yeah.
Because it was side busting back in the day, but now it's fucking even beyond that. Now it's like, you know
exactly.
what I mean?
Back in the days, you top somebody, it was already talked about through somebody coming back to you saying, hey, you topped the homeboy, he wants to get at you, you know? And we already know all those basic rules, and those are just rules because that's kept your shit running. We let that go. As far as like,
who's we? Who's we, and how did it get let go?
We is the youth, because actually it's the older people first, because we were supposed to tell the youth what's up, you know? And that's why I don't blame the youth so much. I kind of blame the older fools. I kind of blame some of us. You know? It's our fault for not actually speaking up when it was actually right in front of your face, and you could have been like, nah, dog, don't do that, fool, or hey, you fucked up, or what the fuck, idiot, or no, go tell him sorry, and that's my homeboy. Nobody wanted to speak for their homeboy's art no more. Nobody wanted to speak for these old murals no more. These kids are going out and capping murals and saying they're a writer, but that's what I don't get. That
that's
shit.
Crazy, because that's one of the like first things that I wanted to ask you, dog.
Yeah.
For as much as you do.
Yeah.
What is your feelings on the murals? Because the thing is now it's hot boy shit. It's active. It's gonna run.
Right.
They can't. You know what I mean?
Right.
So how does Fuct? Let me get AL, OTR, 3AK, NCT, D30, FTL, Acidboys feel about that shit?
Well, I at first, there's murals. There was a separation between murals I felt when I saw the murals getting hit, and the murals I saw getting hit weren't on the streets. They were in the freeways. You know, and you saw those running, and there was chicks hitting those, like Queen and all them. You're like, holy shit, you know, like those were the murals. It seemed like those ones didn't matter to the city. Those ones were cool for us to hit. They're gonna run. Air had his shit running his, you know what I mean? It was just like, oh shit, full colored pieces. Like what? Those were the murals that kind of those are the ones I saw. That was the freeway I caught, and those are the murals I saw. As far as the ones in the street, those ones had a rule. My grandpa did that one, or you know what I mean? It was like, it was just a weird separation, even though the mural on the freeway was probably done by the same person or another person. But now that, you know what I mean, then there's the murals in the street, and then it goes to like, you know, people just dissing those now is not right. You know what I mean? It's like, there's just a separation between those two.
Would you agree, growing up in East Los Angeles, though, just the history or even the meanings behind the murals? Because one of the things I'll tell you right now is that like, the freeway murals were put up for the 1984 Olympics. Okay. So they were on some marketing shit. They're trying to be like, oh, come to LA, there's art and shit.
Right.
So like they hired these people to do these fucking painted murals that, you know what I mean, person running. If you notice, a lot of them had the Olympics logos on them. Think about it. But in the east side, especially fucking Boyle Heights, City Terrace, if you look out, anyone out there look up the East LA streetscapers. just look at, they were telling the story of Chicano culture. Even if you look at any one of those street murals, it's like culturally, it's like
Chicano culture. It was
yeah,
a lot,
it was like
to
the fullest. So then when it gets dissed, I don't understand. Like it was almost. So does the unwritten rule have to be the fucking written rule? Like, where does that? Is that what we're at now, or
we need to restart and give a restart to the city and the youth and give them a whole new example of those rules, maybe in another form that they're gonna understand, because there's a whole new language out there, and we need to understand their language before they could understand ours. So we got to kind of come together and get that right, understand how they speak and speak in their way, so they understand better. I feel
I definitely
it's got too far. It's got too far.
I definitely thank you, because for anyone out there, like, we'll respect your word. You know what I mean? You're an active cat. You're fucking out there doing it. So anyone listening out there, maybe you're catching those spots. You know what I'm saying? Like, this dude's successful at what he does. You know what I mean? The same way you're looking up to Chaka, the same way cats are seeing what you're doing.
Exactly. And that's what I want. I want to actually, you know, I mean, I'm getting old, and you know, who knows how long I'm gonna be here? Who knows how it could happen any day, any moment and stuff. But as long as, like, you know, when I pass away or whatever, I want to be, you know what I mean, at least in the books. You know what I mean?
Does that, the mind state, and then having these understandings and part of like the growing up, is that what makes you successful in the graff culture or the graff scene and all?
What makes me successful is just everybody around me. My surroundings of friends and the opportunities they give me has always made me see a lot further, you know, because you only think you got so much of where you came from, and then you have some friends that actually see a good in you and give you a chance to actually speak for something that they're involved in, or and you would think you would never had a chance in. So, you know.
And then another thing, though, is there a graff scene for you? Like, is there a scene like for in that level?
Well, there is levels to this shit, and the levels are that they're not in my league. They're not on my level. I give them all a round of applause and want them to keep doing it, but doing it the right way, respectfully. But if you think you're gonna battle me, or you want to try to take me out, or you want to talk some shit, there's a lot to catch up. There's a catch up game, and that one's not involved in my league. You can't catch up. You just gotta understand. You gotta watch. You know.
Do you think you've surpassed people that you looked up to? I mean, and not even like the fucking in the sense of competition of hip hop, of where it goes back to and battling. You brought up battling, but for the levels that like you're taking it, even right now with the buff dog, like
because I mean there was your Michael Jordan, and then booyah, Kobe came. You know what I'm saying? So, well, I feel like I'm that Kobe. I'm coming over here. I'm gonna do that.
A legend in my own right.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's like same thing for all these artists around right now. You know, Drake, 4 years in the game, he's already fucking, I'm a legend. You know what I mean? Everybody is a legend, and it's like, but you know what I mean? That now it's like, I'm a legend. You know, I'm gonna create that path for myself.
Well, one of the things with the graff scene though, too, like when I was asking that though, is people have like this conception, especially younger kids. I try to chop it up as much as I can. I'm an old ass motherfucker and shit.
Yeah.
But like they have this conception, like this misconception, like, oh yeah, we're just like, we sit around and we're just hitting books, and all we're talking about is graff, and like, you speak on it, dog. You know what I mean?
Dude, that's another thing with the youth is like, I go out to these little shows, and I don't go to much shows, but I'll go to a show, and it's like, I'll go to the show, bro, and I'll walk in, and I know one homeboy, and that homeboy stands next to 3 homeboys, and I'll shake their hand, and it's just, you know, out of like gratitude, like, hey, what's up? How you doing? Oh, good to meet you. Great. And then you leave, and then 2 days later, it's like some other fool comes by, and he's like, yo, I was just with this one cat. He said he's like your boy. Y'all been chilling and shit. And then it's like, he's got your number. I'm like, who's this? What the fuck? How'd you get my number? Yo, remember I saw you at the bar? Yeah, man. What was your name? It's just, it goes so far where you're like, wait a minute, you know what I mean? So it's like, nobody has no, that's the thing with the youth, is they don't want to spend the time like I did, where I didn't spend time to want to be somebody's friend. I just put myself on a level that everybody was kind of on, and made sure I fucking stood a line, you know? And nobody knows how to put in work to get the respect so that you could walk on this block, you know what I mean? And nobody does that nowhere. Everybody's like, yeah, that's my boy. And it's like, I mean, I met somebody, he hit me up, and I don't even know the dude, and he's like, yo, I got chased for that shit. Who are you again? You hit me up, you know? It's like, you might see my name on a wall that I didn't even fucking approve or nothing, and it's like, what the fuck's going on? It's like the effort, the hard work, the time I put into this shit. They don't know what it is. There's a whole different league and a whole different level to the shit, and they don't know what hard work is no more. Nobody knows how to fucking be like, you know what I mean? Nobody knows how to get socked in the face once and say, you know what I mean?
Because that's not the glamorous side of it and shit. You know what I mean? Everybody wants the easy way.
Yeah, everybody wants to be like, yeah, I know that fool, and it's like same thing. There's other kids I know now that are flying where I fly.
Yeah.
And then there's an art show there, so it's my homie show, so I go there. And then, you know what I mean? You walk in and it's like, yo, what up, fuck? Hey, yo, this is my boy. And I fucking don't know you, but you flew over here, and then I fly back home, and then I'll see somebody else, and then they're like, yo, remember I met you in Miami? We were chilling over there. Remember in New York this time? Oh, I saw you in Detroit. When? It's like, oh, you drank a beer next to me. What? Like, there's no... We didn't communicate. Nor did I don't even remember your name. I'm sorry, dude. What is your name again? You know what I mean? It's like it gets to that, and that's.
And let's not get it twisted. I don't want I'm fucking making you come across like some egotistical fool, but just understand, like, this is what he's dealing with. Like, this is part of the, like, you know what I mean? If you're trying to, that's why I asked the graff scene too, because like, you're not even really concerned like with the graff scene. You're more like, I'm doing all this fucking hard work that no one's ever even seen, dog. Like, no one's out there. Like, people just want to come in or like assume that it is that.
Exactly.
And one of the things you brought up is like your friends, your family, who you're around. Like, that's pretty much like. Do you find it like, because for me even personally, it's like people that fucking support you don't even give a fuck about hip hop, don't even give a fuck about graff. But they'll do more than anyone, like, to make sure you're cool to, you know what I mean, to roll out.
I can kick it, right? Yeah. Okay, I can kick it right now. Can I kick it now? Am I cool?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, oh, I got that one shirt on. You know what I mean? If I'm sponsored by something, they like buy the shirt too, and I'm just like, yo, look, yo, it's like, all right, cool. But it's, you know what I mean? It's just it goes off to the point that's why I feel I'm not mad at the youth. But I feel we fucked up. So they need to understand, and that's what we just need to make them understand that I'm not mad at you, and if I cap you, it's because I'm showing what you should have did. You didn't do anything here. You just walked there and you sprayed, and then and you walked away and you told your friend you got it. You got your photo, but you don't give two shits about it. You don't even want to go back to that spot.
Do you patrol your spots? Do you find yourself going back?
Yeah, oh hell yeah. I'm on patrol all day. Like, I caught fools slipping too, and it's just like they talk shit too because I caught them slipping, capping my shit. And it's like, I'm just trying to like, dog, like that's my spot. And then you go and you cap my tags and everything, then that you took away my spot. Yeah. Like, you catch your name and you want your homeboy and then your crew and the year or something. They take all that shit out of there. And then it's like, it's like, what the fuck happened? It's like you're like chilling, boom, you just spilled your coffee. All these went down, bombing, and you just you're involved in fucking crazy shit.
I must give you props, though. For accepting responsibility. Not too many people, you know what I mean? They'll be like, it's too far gone. Yeah. There's nothing I could do. Yeah. And that you're still, or a lot of people, like honestly, a lot of people that'll sit on the other side of this microphone aren't active no more. Yeah. So it's like, man, this old ass fool, I ain't trying to listen to this dude. But obviously, like, it's dope that you're active and you're on the level to further. Is it the culture or is it the art? What is it for you?
It's my lifestyle. It's the culture that gave me my lifestyle. It's the art that gave me my lifestyle, and it makes me fucking think beyond what I can do now. And that's where I'm going. I'm going hella further than anybody could think they could even join my path. It's like you could come along and see what I'm doing, but you're not on my level. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's where I'm at. I'm going so much more higher, and I'm gonna bring everybody along with me.
So, the Broadway campaign, man. Is that your campaign? Is that secretly planned? Like, let's get into that. What's up with that?
Yeah, the Broadway thing is Broadway was like a big thing when I was growing up. When I was growing up, we would go around there with family, or I would just go cruise, catch a bus line there and walk. And you just see these spots that were hit on the windows and the scribes and the window eater. Everything was going on there. So it was always like a fucking circus when you got there for a writer or anybody that was tagging or something. You just walk there and you're just like, my jaw was always like, you know what I mean? You're just like, fuck yeah, this is tight. This is tight. I want to do something like that. But I would always look at it like, what? Okay, we could get in buildings now. Oh, how do you hold yourself? And that's why I got to the level where I'm at. Walking down Broadway, seeing Chaka, the Fox 11 undercover. That shit
Yeah.
fucking blew every kid's mind. I think in the 90s.
What
Like,
was damn? I hope I don't fuck this up. What was it? 4th and Broadway though, where it had the whole. It was like every single story. Was it 4th and Broadway?
4th Broadway. I think it was from 4th all the way to 6th.
6th, right?
Yeah,
where
and
it was
all
every
those.
single fucking building. Like,
Yeah, I've
right.
been in those buildings in the past like 6 months or even a little longer. I've been going in and out of those buildings and just like amazed, staring at the windows. They're buff from the outside,
Yeah.
but you could see from the inside, you know, what was going on. And you're just looking at it, you're like, I remember that shit. It's like, I want
Damn.
to break those windows and fucking frame that shit, you know? And like Gas has his shit right there. He has one window I went in, and Gas has like an outline the back of it. You know what I
Oh
mean? So
shit,
you
yeah,
still see all-
because people don't understand. You got to do it backwards.
Yeah,
so they could see it from
exactly.
street
And
side.
Gas did it backwards, and I was like,
Yeah.
damn, should I tell him I'm gonna take that window? Because he probably watching wherever he's at. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, damn, I should tell somebody. But fuck all you motherfuckers trying
They
to do it. I swear to
they gonna
God,
take your
you
spot.
I fucking should have said that. What the fuck? Can we erase it?
Yeah,
Go
we'll
back
delete-
real
yeah,
quick?
yeah.
I'm so sorry, dude. Fucking assholes. Damn it.
What's the success then, dog? Like, is it like to go legit? Is it to make money? What is it for you, dog?
For
Like,
me, I have a son, and it's like it's been tough for me to like even be with him. This is one major thing in my life that a lot of people don't understand. What I'm giving to you every day,
Yeah.
I also don't see my son much, you know. So this is a lot of like, it takes a lot out of me. It takes a lot out of me, you know what I mean? And when it comes to that, it's like I need to give back to him, and I also want his path to be just as good as mine was, or even
Yeah.
better. Because that's the path I'm creating for him and the youth behind me that are actually watching me do what I do. There's a whole thing to it. So it's like I'm not just waking up every day and putting on some J's and walking out like it's an easy day. I'm struggling. I'm on the run. I'm fucking. I got.
You're at large.
Yeah, I'm at large. You know what I mean? I'm fucking all that. You know, and it's
Yeah.
like. It's a struggle, but you know what? I still wake up and I give this shit to everybody, and I think I deserve what I get. You know what I mean? And I'm out there working hard for everybody to see the true respect of what we need to do for this street graffiti shit.
On behalf of hip hop, if no one, you know what I mean. If anything, dog, OGS Creative want to thank you, dog, for everything that you have contributed.
Hell yeah.
You're the real defender. We use that fucking slogan. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Original defenders of hip hop. But it's cats like you that definitely hold that shit down and keep it alive, dog.
Yeah.
I gotta ask though, dog. Would you bring your son in this shit, dog? Like, and I say shit because let's be real with it, man. The graff shit is the graff scene for what it is. The graff scene is fucking bullshit, dog.
Right.
I think the success of you is because you went beyond that. Like, nah, man, I'm not worried about that. Like,
Yeah.
but would you bring your son into that?
That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. I feel like he's gonna get involved regardless, just like I was a kid growing up and I didn't listen at all. And I know like he might listen or he might not. There's a 50-50 chance of how my kid is gonna be, regardless if he's fed well, got a car and all that. Who knows what direction they could go in? They're you know, without a car, without a house, like who knows? You know what I mean? Who knows how it goes? But either way, I seen good come from fucking the most evilest home, and I've seen fucking bad come from the most evilest home. You know what I mean?
Real
It's like
spit.
so. It's like I just know that I gotta create the path for these kids so that when he walks, at least he doesn't have to be dodging a lot of bullets or anything like I have. You know.
Straight up.
So and I just that's the only thing. He's gonna walk that yellow brick road to the Wizard of Oz, man.
I always ask artists, man, because you out there repping, out doing what you do, dog. But
Yeah.
and I know it's a competition, dog. But is there anyone else out there that's hitting, dog?
Yeah, there's a few cats right now.
Yeah.
But they're not in my league. There's a few cats. There's a few cats.
So then, is your league like, how can I put it? Is there different shit to it? Like, people only do rollers, people only do that. Like, do you see
The rollers
that?
suck. No,
or do you have to, like, for yourself, you have to just do everything?
This is the thing. This is a major thing with me is that I never made a fucking sticker.
No?
I didn't have to get up with a sticker. No hating on stickers, but I never made a sticker. I don't have a sticker. You could even look way back. I didn't wheat paste nothing. I don't know. I just kept it to the OG fucking techniques that we always use with a fat cap, a thin tip, and a motherfucking spray can. And that's what I kept it down to.
Where does that? Why? How can I put it? Why did you do that differently though? Why? Like,
what?
Like the weaving, the wheat paste is easy as hell.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The
Why
stickers.
haven't-
Why haven't you done like that's the easy way? Like it's.
Well, that's the thing. I don't think I ever fell into wheat pasting and stickers because I never it never sparked me. You know, it never sparked me. It's like everything the one thing that sparked me would be what the painting I did. I think I got up just as much as anybody that put a lot of stickers up too. You probably see me just as much. So it's like if I do stickers and I do weed pasting and I do graffiti and I'm spraying everywhere, that's a lot of work. You guys are gonna see me too much. You're gonna throw up. But that's why I just keep it with the spray paint and
you don't want to like take over everything.
Nah. And that's the thing. Like, you know, I feel like everybody's king their own path.
Yeah.
Like same thing on Broadway. How are you gonna hit that spot that Air did? You think you're tight now, nigga? You didn't do shit. You ain't done shit that he did. You didn't do shit that they did. You can't top that. It's been done, bro. Move on. Find a new spot. That's the spot jocking shit. Fools are hitting this shit on Broadway. Look what I'm hitting. I'm hitting shit, but I'm doing something bigger or better. And I'm
higher.
I'm hitting spots that you've been fucking procrastinating, and I've been procrastinating. Now I'm like, fuck all these procrastination. I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna get the spots I want. Why am I gonna? You know what I mean? You can't keep hitting spots that these fucking greats hit and give them respect. Rest in peace to all these dudes.
Straight up.
It's like, give them their respect. Let them. They already hit that shit. It's in the books, yo. What you think you're gonna do? Same thing with photography. You can't go back to a motherfucking spot, take a shot just because you did it in black and white. You add a little shine to it. Oh my God,
I like
the lights brightening down.
That face Top Rank gave right now.
You know what I'm saying? It's like you can't do that no more. It's like there's a fucking group of people that take the same fucking shot and they think they're gonna be fucking the next. I don't fucking. What's that dude that shoots for whoever? I don't fucking know.
Hey, but so then how do you feel like photographers getting more props than like
all right, that's the thing.
Than the artist, you know what I mean?
Most of them need to suck my motherfucking dick. But it's because you take something of mine and you don't want to give it up. It's like, what the fuck, yo? Like, are you fucking kidding me? You ain't nothing without that. Now you want to hold it in the records like it's yours? Like, you hit that spot. You put in that work. You just sat there and shot, which I give you effort for that day. But when I ask for something back, you don't want to give it back. And that goes for a lot of photographers I work with. They don't want to give me some shit because they feel that's their shit. And they're afraid I'm going to expose it. Wait, expose who? Me? You bitch, that's like ratting. You got my video, fool. You going to speak on it? How you giving my video out? And when are you going to put it out? You don't know? Give me my shit until then. You know what I mean? Because it's like, that's
how about like in LA, a lot of photography shows are going down. So what happens if like, I don't know, I'm a photographer too, isn't everybody and shit? Like, let's say I'm selling a flick of your graph. Mm-hmm. How do you feel about that? You know what I mean?
Your door's gonna get kicked in. I know people that know some people that know some people that just know.
Have you had that happen though, or like?
I've seen it. I seen my shit in the Mocha, like photos and stuff. I give it effort. I like I like it, but you know when you're being used. You know what I'm saying? Okay. There's a thin line between there, like that's a good photo, and then hey, that's my fucking shit. You know what I mean? What the fuck? You know, like you owe me for that. You know what I mean? So and I'm not out to argue.
So is it too much documentation then? Like it's just too many people doing it, and then no one's really separating themselves from it?
Yeah, I think everybody needs to move away and find something, then come back and figure it out. You know what I mean? They need to all go. But there's a lot of photographers I do like. You know what I mean? I do give them credit and effort. Some of them are going out of the line and breaking into shit and hiding out and shit for a whole day. I heard, and I'm like, oh fuck. I'm like, I want to do that. I'm gonna pack a fucking lunch and hide in that bitch. And then I'm not gonna get a photo, but I'm gonna hit that spot. You know what I mean? I'm gonna crash out.
OGSKRadio.com. Let me fuck up this Instagram at Fuct without the E _the _world. Instagram at Fuct _ the _world. You know the rules, man. And last time you know what I mean. You came in here with Donor.
Yeah.
Shout out to our Donor and shit. Yeah. Another East Side legend right there. And we do craziest stories, dog. And like he kind of like surpassed everyone. Look in the archives. Look at that smile. If you look in the archives, I think he still has the best fucking story.
I was the one with Oggs, right?
Nah, his was the one with
oh no,
GK jacking off.
Oh yeah.
On the fucking heaven, yeah. He apologized after, so it makes it cool. Yeah. But I mean, I just watch what I do with Donor now and shit, you know.
Yeah. Well, did I speak that thing?
Yeah, I don't think you wanted to even answer. You gotta so you have to top that story, dog.
All right, well, there's one. It's already it's in a book, but it's one of like the good ones. You know.
Okay, go for it.
And me, this kid not. and Oggs were hitting a billboard in Hollywood right off of, I think it was Sunset, close to La Brea, just close.
And this was like in 1933 because it's old already, so
Well,
it's past the
back
7
in,
years. No, because you know.
no, fucked up, man. I got on my bike and I rolled.
Okay, so go ahead.
Now we go to this billboard, we figure it out, we get up there, we start spraying, you know, we're getting the shit done. I think I needed to go down and get a can or something, and then I'm just kind of watching like Oggs and not paint, and like my spot's already almost done, and I'm looking at him do it, and then like I hear something in the bottom, and I look down, and there's this dude just whacking the fuck off though. So, and he's telling me, don't worry, just keep going. So it was more of like this dude had like a fetish to watch us fucking paint this billboard and jerk off to it, and he thought it was a fucking he was serious. So he was in a fucking suit, I think, and then I'm like, I kind of turn away, and then I tell fucking Oggs and Not that, yo, this dude fucking look, this fool's fucking whacking off to us. Like, shut up. And then they look, they're like, what the fuck? You know, it's like, fucking throw a fucking can, dude.
We have the guy here, detail 1.
Yeah.
Come on in.
You take that. He is cool. Don't worry, bro. It's all good.
Yeah. Stay over there.
Well, give me. Don't get the beer. You get the beer.
Damn, dog.
Yeah.
Crazy shit. But even on some real shit though, too, man. Like, even just the dodging bullets and you trying to change that, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I give you
I
props.
got a crazy story as far as the youngster being in the streets and in Boyle Heights and dealing with what we deal with.
So that's another thing, being, you know, Boyle Heights, because from what I read, that's a very bad area.
Well, yeah, you know,
from what I've read.
Yeah.
But like, you know, in the East Side, dog, like, is it harder, like, you know what I mean, like, for you as a writer with everything that goes on? And I don't want to get too much, but you do know what I like. That's like the unwritten shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like Boyle Heights still has like that respect in their city. You know what I mean? There's a youngster that I like that's getting up in East LA right now, but he did hit a couple murals and he's doing some shit that like it's pissing him off, and the hoods are talking, but you know it's the youngsters. But the kid, he has a good head on his shoulders, but he's kind of fucking up in some sense. But that's the thing, our guidance is wrong right now, so who knows what he's thinking? Who knows how he's thinking? We don't want him to take an innocent bullet because he just didn't understand. You know what I mean? If he understands and he's doing what he's doing, then then consequences will be. You know what I mean? But we don't want that.
Will that kind of make it harder for what you do though? Like, because there's people out there that don't understand.
Well, that's why I feel like I have talked to somebody and I was like, maybe I could talk to him, and then they said, okay, cool, do that. You know, so I was like, cool, all right, I could say something.
Damn, man, it's just being involved in so many other levels than just going out there and fucking hitting up your name, dog. That people don't understand that, like, you know what I mean?
That it's just not us getting a 12-pack and some bud and going to a wall and spraying. It's like getting up there, the consequences, getting down, and people. You know, there's people out there. There's not just like, you know, fucking some other world drama. There's a lot of people. People talk, people see, people watch, people remember, and they remember. And remembering something is like always like, whoa, does he remember? Remember that one night? You know what I mean? But it's like remembering something could like create consequences, or hopefully it could balance out something.
So right now, for the new campaign, what are the rules for Broadway then? Let's lay them down then.
Bringing Broadway back.
Bringing Broadway back. What are the rules?
Bringing Broadway back.
Only 5 colors, nothing less than 5 colors. Like, what's the fucking rules?
Well, bringing Broadway back is the thing I have coming for everybody.
And this is funded by the city. I'm just letting you guys know they want this shit, dog. Like,
Caltrans actually blocked the street off for me personally. But it's bringing Broadway back is something that, like how I was saying, I saw Broadway, you know, how I saw Broadway, it was smashed, and it kind of inspired me to do what I was doing and get higher in places. And it introduced me to the whole world, you know. So I feel I could give Broadway back, which is Broadway was Broadway back in the days in downtown, and Broadway was like known as like the city to come to in your beautiful dress, or pick up a beautiful dress, see a Broadway show, and all that. So it's like I'm gonna bring that back, but in my talent, with my creations and stuff. And you guys are about to see some new shit in the streets for sure, like you wouldn't even think I would do, you know. So just keep your eyes open.
Word up. OGHuskyRadio.com, Instagram @Fuct_the_world. Thank you, man, for coming through, man, as always.
For sure.
As always, keep up the good work, man.
Always OG Husky Radio, hell yeah.
Word up. Stay posted, OG Husky Radio.